Hey cuties, what is going on? It is that time. Just for your information, I had to add a brand new tier. There is now a tier above godly. Let me turn the music down some. This is pretty loud in my ears. But yeah, there is now a tier above godly. Uh, I don't know what to say about these characters. For the most part, most of these people are gonna be placed the same. I'm gonna move a couple people around. So if you want to know why the explanation, like say you have a character that you're looking at and you want to know why they're there, and I didn't really give an explanation on it, just go back to the previous videos. I think for the most part, I'll try to re-explain all the 1600 characters. But for like the lower ones, I'm just gonna put them in the same spots that they were before. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'll go ahead and fill those in real quick. I had Deku, Naruto, Goku, and Luffy. You gotta understand why they're starters, whatever. I know Ichigo is also a starter, but Ichigo is goated. He's the best starter you can get, so that's why he's up here for good for beginners. Let me throw in everybody else. So Sakura, Natsu, Itadori, Killua, Sasuke, Akaza. Honestly, Akaza, he gets just double damage, but he's really not that good at it. I'm gonna drop him. Actually, I don't really use these lower characters that much, so it doesn't really matter. This is just from my memory from using them before. They're all pretty bad though, regardless. So then we got Gray and Not Very Pog, Tanjiro, Rukia. That's Shinra. But Shinra's also there, behind. I mean, in front of Rukia. Uh, Sukuna. Alright, so now I'm gonna start the explanations because we got the first 1600 entry. Y'all know why I hate Shield Man. I explained this many times before why Shield Man is bad. Well, I'll re-explain it once again. For one, Shield Man's first ability, Shield Bash. No AoE, barely takes you anywhere, it's pretty much useless. His 2 ability, it has good AoE, the damage is and it doesn't last that long. The main problem I had with it is that it takes aggro. So if you have like somebody who's carrying you in a dimension or whatever, and he tries to gather all the mobs in one spot, but you decide to use your 2, the 2 is gonna bring all the mobs backwards that it hits. So he's gonna try, your carry is gonna try to kill all the mobs, but then they got a whole bunch of other mobs just running backwards. When they got all the other mobs just running backwards towards you because you wanted to use your 2 and drag all the mobs backwards. So yeah, it's just annoying, bad. His 3 is the only good thing about the character. His 3 is alright, no really complaints about that one. And his 4, his ult, for one, it lasts too long, it barely does any damage, gives you iframes at least, but iframes aren't really the best considering the fact that it holds you in place for that long, while you could be taking your mobility and stuff elsewhere and doing like better things. And then his assist as well is like 2 minutes, I'm pretty sure. Stole a 2-minute cooldown for just 4 seconds iframe. It's just not worth it. He's really not worth. I don't feel like going into too much detail. Zenitsu, just bad. His 3 is awful. Holds you in like, it keeps you in one spot, and then you have no iframe with his ability. That's the main thing about it. His 2 doesn't have that much range for it to be an AoE attack. His 4 is not. His ult is, it does decent damage, but it's just the AoE or the like places you hit, the area of effect, the AoE. Yes, it's just weird. It's just not it. And his one is alright. That's about it. All Might's better than Zenitsu because he's only 800 gems, and if you don't have any 1600 characters, he's good. He can get you pretty far. He has decent AoE, decent damage, whatever, yada yada. But yeah, same with Zoro. Pretty much the same boat as All Might. Megumin, after using her a bit, I'm gonna drop her down below All Might. Actually, no, I'm gonna keep Megumin in the same spot just because her damage is alright, and she's a pretty good assist. Her assist is metal right now for SAO dimension, but she would be lower if it wasn't for that. She would be lower because literally all of her abilities hold you in place, and she has a single iframe. They keep you in place for just about every ability. but only the iframe on the ult. So you will take damage so easy. So like just for that, she's pretty. She's eh. Todoroki. Todo as a character, he's not that bad. His damage is pretty good. He has only one iframe as well, but he only gets held in place for one of his attacks other than his ult. And even with his ult, you just stay in his place for like a couple seconds, and then his ult still goes and lets you go and do other stuff. So Todoroki, he's actually gonna move up a bit. Actually, it's I'm looking at my other tier list while I'm doing this. He's actually gonna stay here, because while I'm looking at everybody else, it's really no reason for him to go higher than them. So yeah, Todoroki's gonna stay there. I'm gonna drop Asuna down, just because I did like more testing with her. Her abilities are good. Don't get me wrong. I'm not dissing Asuna at all. Asuna is good. It's just because she's 800 character, her damage is limited compared to the other characters that she's up there with. Her damage is very limited. Like, it really doesn't do as much as you would think. Like, she hits a lot, and her like movement, all that is really good. But she's like, it's just the damage. It's just lackluster damage. It could be better. Saber, good damage. Not really much to say about that. Like, good damage, good for solo target nuking, good assist. So yeah, like, say if you want a deeper explanation, I'm pretty sure I explained it better in my last video. Anyways, Rimuru, best assist. Actually, I'm just gonna say one of the best assists. That's pretty much all he has going for him. His ult is good, which is why his assist just carries him. His 1 is meh, no range. It's hard damage, I guess. His 2 has no iframes, so you can get hit easy. His 3 is just a worse version of Gojo's 2. And then yeah, his ult also, like, even if he uses his ult is good, but if you're like fighting a boss or something like that, or if you don't kill all the mobs, as soon as you come out that ult, you're gonna take a bunch of damage. Because you have, like, you'll just immediately get hit out of that ult, and you can't really move out of the way or anything because you're in the air. So yeah, it's not the greatest thing. Anyways, moving up to a little below godly, our first entry is Priestess. Everybody know why Priestess is here. She's only down here because she's a healer, so she's not really gonna do damage or anything. But healing wise, support wise, she's the best in the game at support for sure. But other than that, that's the reason why she's placed here. The damage, like, she's not gonna do that much damage. She has 2 attacks. So yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. Genos, yeah, compared to everybody else on the list, like everyone else right here, Genos is gonna stay right here. Very good first, like, if you just got 1600 gems, he's a very good pick, very easy to use, very good, like, not really good mobility, but great, like, decent AoE, good damage. It's good iframes, like, really not really much to say about him. He's just solid. Bakugo, god tier movement, probably like top 3, top 5, something like that with movement in the game. Great mob clear, good for speed runs, good for time challenge. It's not really much to say bad about him. The only thing I would probably say is probably his 3, because his 3 has limited like AoE, but other than that, he's good, he's great. Yu-Gi-Oh, like I said, same in the same boat as Genos. If you just got 1600 gems and need somebody to get you through stuff, Yu-Gi-Oh is your man for sure. Yu-Gi-Oh, he has good AoE, good iframes, decent damage, great mob clear. That's what I'm saying. If you just got 1600 gems, he's like the best mob clear you can get. I mean, not the best mob clear, but like the best starter you can get. And he's good at clearing mobs. He can get you through bosses. He can get you through time challenge. He's pretty good. He's like top 3 1600 gem characters for sure. Next, in a little bit low godly, we have, I'm gonna move Rengoku. I'm gonna move Naruto below Rengoku. And hear me out, before all you Naruto meat riders have a fit, let me explain why Naruto is down here in the first place. His first ability, actually, it's not even about his abilities. His abilities are good, but it's just him as a character is outclassed in every category. And let me tell you why. If we're talking about going against bosses, so say for boss rush, for raid, Gojo is better than him. Gilgamesh is now better than him as well. So he's just outclassed by 2 characters in like boss damage now. For a time challenge, Ryuko is better than him, Kirito is better than him, Koku Shibo is better than him, Gilgamesh is better than him in time challenge. So like he's nowhere near the best in time challenge. Rengoku is better than him in time challenge. Mobility wise, he has none. He has like no dashes, from what I remember. So like, yeah, Naruto he's outclassed and everything. It's not really like he's a good character and all, good damage, but like he's not the best one you can get. He's not worth all the tokens, and like his token cost is really what's bringing him down here. He honestly could be in the godly, but it's like for 3,600 tokens, it's just a waste. It's honestly just a waste. You literally just need to get him for, like, if he's the last character you need for some extra stat bonuses, that's the only reason why you would get him. But anyways, to top off a little below godly, Rengoku is going to be in the front of that. Rengoku has been impressing me lately. Main reason because his assist does the most damage out of all the assists. Well, out of all the assists I've tried, like here, I haven't used these 3 as assists yet, but I'm pretty sure they will be pretty good. But they're going to be up here anyway. But yeah, his assist does the most damage. It does like 100. Like I did the like calculations, whatever, and the highest, like out of all the 15 hits with like my crit damage and crit chance or whatever, I counted all 15 hits as crits, and they added up to like 135,000, something like that, which is like well beyond everybody else other than Todoroki's. Todoroki's is like right behind him. But yeah, just because of his assist, he gets placed right there. He's good for time challenge, good for dimensions, great assist. Is not really any bad things to say about Rengoku anymore. Rengoku is pretty pog, not even gonna lie. And to start off the godly list, we have Gojo. We all know why Gojo is here. If you ask me, anybody in the comments, anybody in the Discord, whatever, y'all know why Gojo's good. If you need any more proof, go back and look at the speedrun videos. Every speedrun video has Gojo at the end of it because I just completely obliterate the final boss. And for you people who are looking for characters to buy, don't get Gojo. If he's your first character, you are going to suffer. Gojo, listen to me when I say this. Gojo is only godly. Only godly when you have good crit chance and good crit damage. Other than that, if you don't have like decent, at least, you are going to struggle with him. So he is only up here when you have good crit chance and good crit damage. Other than that, do not get him. But yeah, anyways, next on the list, we have Alice. Alice is not going to go in the bruh tier. Compared to the other two, she's pretty lackluster. Her abilities are beautiful. She does good damage, has great AoE, but her mobility is also good. But it's just like you get held in place too long with her abilities. Her 3 is what really holds her back. Because if you're trying to do time challenge or whatever, her 3 goes in like one little small area. 4 dimensions, she's really good at clearing though. But she's good. She's good. Don't get me wrong. She's really good. But it's like compared to the other two, it's her 1 though is just like Kirito's 2, I think. I think hers do more damage than Kirito. Honestly, Kirito might be below her, if I'm being really honest. Just because of the fact that actually, yeah, Kirito is below her. If I'm being honest, Kirito is below her. Because all of her attacks have great AoE and good damage. Kirito has good AoE and good damage, but it's like his ult goes in like one direction, like it goes in like a flashlight direction, like I explained before. So it's like kind of limited to like the range, like the AoE you can use. His 3 only damages people in front of him. Alice, every ability like obliterates everything around her except for her 3, but her 3 you can just place in a spot. It will kill them fast, but you gotta be like careful where you place it because like the range, the AoE on it is pretty small. But I hope I'm explaining these right. I'm kind of just like going off the top of my head. Kirito, I just explained why he's gonna actually go below her. Ryuko is gonna go above Alice. Everybody know why Ryuko is so good. There's not really much to explain with her. I'm putting her above Kirito because of the fact that man, it's hard to judge these. Honestly, don't take my placements with these three like to heart. These three can go either way. Kirito can be above both of these two. Alice can be above both of these two. Ryuko can be both of these two. Any of these three can be the worst. It's hard to really get a good grip, like a good judge on which one of these three is better. These three they're pretty much just tied in my eyes. Just look at these three as tied. This is in no particular order. I'm just gonna throw Alice above them just because she's new. But like, no particular order. These three are pretty much tied. And now, for the two entries into the bruh tier. These boys, oh man, these boys, oh god, bro. Alright, I'm not gonna try to speak too much. I'm trying to get the video done with. It's already long enough. But Kokushibo, bro, it's hard to even fathom how I wanna. Boy, all right, Kokushibo for time challenge. I did time challenge with Kokushibo. I'm not even gonna really explain why the abilities are good. Y'all, if y'all test them out at character facility, y'all know why they're good. I'm just gonna explain results that I did with them. Kokushibo in time challenge, I tied my old record. I'm gonna say old record now because I beat it with Gilgamesh, but I'm gonna say old record now. I tied my old record with ease. I literally just did one time challenge, and Kokushibo tied it with easily. Like if I did more time challenges with Kokushibo, I can literally get a 900 or higher. Kokushibo is pretty good for dimensions. He has great mobility, great at mob clearing. Like his damage is insane. Like he can do decent damage to bosses. Gojo is still the best at boss killer, but like these two are pretty close behind. His cooldowns are decently low, not as low as Gilgamesh's. Gilgamesh's cooldown are pretty much non-existent. His boss killing capability is close to Gojo's. He won't kill as quick as Gojo. Like if the boss is like, say Liberator's boss, he might not kill as quick as Gojo, but he is pretty fast. And like I said, his cooldowns is minuscule. His mob clearing, you can pretty much just spam all his abilities. His mob clearing is insane because you can spam everything. Everything has great AoE. The only thing about Gilgamesh is his mobility. He has like no mobility whatsoever, but he makes up for that in just being able to just wipe the floor with everything. And the time challenge with him, I got a 911 on my first run. So I can get much higher with that. And both of these time challenges, right, were without mythical cards, by the way. I did both of these time challenges without mythical cards. So without with mythical cards, I can probably get close to 1,000, if I'm being honest. But yeah, I think that's about it for the tier list, boys. I try to explain everything as best as possible. If you agree or disagree, let me know in the comment section. If you enjoy the video, like it, subscribe if you want to support me some more. I don't know when I'll drop a next video. I might stream at some point, maybe tonight or tomorrow. I have no clue. But yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.